And as they played a happy tune, they expected the people in the audience or the people around them to sing and to dance, but they didn't. They just sat there like they were unconscious. No response, no reaction, very complacent. You know, it's kind of interesting when you hear a happy tune, things go on in your heart and mind, don't they? You might sit there and tap your foot to the tune. Or if you're at a wedding, what will a child do if they're singing a nice song? The child will probably go out on the dance floor and do all kinds of dance moves on the floor. When a happy tune is played, happiness is generated, the heart is uplifted, and you want to dance. But the people around these little children, when they heard the happy tune, they did absolutely nothing. So the children thought, well, maybe they don't want to be happy. Maybe they want to be sad. So they began to sing and play a funeral dirge, thinking that at least they'd get some response out of them. Maybe they would cry, maybe they would feel sad, maybe they would respond with a sad song. But again, complacency was there, and they just sat there with a dull, drunk face, and they did and said absolutely nothing. Complacency can be very dangerous, especially in the Christian life. There's a story told about a young Frenchman who scaled the towers of the Twin Towers when they were still standing, 1,350 feet up in the air. He walked a guide wire from one tower to the other. Everybody was so thrilled in seeing that spectacle. A few weeks later, he was practicing in St. Petersburg, Florida. The wire was about 30 feet high. And because it wasn't really death-defying, he was just practicing, he became complacent and he fell. And while he lay there on the ground with broken bones, he sighed and said, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. I wasn't paying attention, I was so complacent, and I fell. Complacency will have its effect in everyone's life. The second part is that people sometimes become inflexible. The same text. We played a tune on our flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a funeral song, but you did not mourn. In some people, and especially in the Jewish culture of that day, the leaders of the temple, what were they? They were rabbis and scribes and Pharisees. These were the people that were complacent, but these were also, and that's what Jesus is speaking against. He was also speaking against their inflexibility. No matter what the people said, the law was the law. They wrote it, you obey it, even though they didn't obey it themselves. They were inflexible to what God was saying to them and to the people. They were like people that said, if you said the sky was blue, they would say, no, it's black. If you said the grass was green, they'd say, no, it's red. No matter what